everyone, welcome back once again. Please like and subscribe to my channel. So today I'm gonna show you a gameplay between Wei Yi and Lazaro Bruzon Batista. In this game you will see an incredible king hunt. So let's go through it. Wei Yi has the white pieces and he opens with e4. You have c5, knight to f3, e6, and now knight c3. It's a Sicilian theory. You have a6, bishop e2, and now knight c6. And here we have d4, the normal idea in the Sicilian. You have c into d4, knight into d4, and now queen c7. You have castles, knight f6, and now bishop e3, and bishop e7. And here we have f4, as white usually goes on for the king side attack. You have d6, you have king to h1, and now castle. And now we have queen e1, as you have to shift your queen into his king side to attack him. Knight into d4, bishop into d4, and now b5. And now queen g3 was played in the game. Here, you can't play b4 because of e5. And now he is in trouble. Here, white is very clearly better. So bishop b7 was played. You're not really attacking this pawn because if once you move your knight, your g7 pawn will be hanging and it will be checkmate. So we have a3, rook a d8, and now rook a e1, where he brings the other rook into activity. We have rook d7, bishop d3, and now queen d8, as the queen has to go back for the defense. We have queen to h3, threatening e5. So g6 was played, cutting off the bishop from the attack of the h7 pawn. We have f5 now, where he wants to break through immediately. Now we have e5. We have bishop e3, and now because the dark squares on the king side are very much weak, we have rook to e8, and now f into g6, h into g6, and now where he plays a tricky move. He plays knight to d5, and now he is offering black a pawn, which seems like it's a free pawn. But after knight into d5, he did not recapture with e into d5. He instead played rook into f7, and now queen h7 is a mate. So you have to defend against it. So king into f7, and now queen h7 check. We have king to e6 now. And now we have e into d5 check. Here you can't capture with the bishop because of bishop into g6, and there are a lot of mate threats here. For example, queen f7 is coming, and even bishop f5 will come. So king into d5 was played, and now we have bishop e4 check, further inviting the king. And here king into e4 was played, and now you could try something like bishop b6 check. Now it seems like white is winning a queen, but after king d5, bishop into d8, rook d into d8, black has two pieces and a rook for the queen, and that's enough compensation. Black is even better. So where you played queen f7, cutting off the escape route for the king. Here we have bishop f6, as the king wants to run away to the f file, and now the queen is also attacked. Here we have bishop d2 check, king d4, bishop e3 check, king e4, where he repeats one time. We have queen b3, and now king f5. And now we have rook f1 check, king g4 is a forced move, and now queen d3, threatening some ideas with queen e2 check followed by mate. So here if I play rook g7 ignoring it, then queen e2 check, king h4, rook f3, threatening rook h3 checkmate, and you have to take some action against it. So if you try bishop into f3, then queen into f3, and after queen d7, simply queen into f6 check, g5, queen h6 check, king g4, and queen h3 is a checkmate. So you can't play rook g7. We have bishop into g2 check in the game. And after king into g2, queen a8 check. We have king g1. And now bishop g5, trying to defend somehow. Although this is completely hopeless for black. We have queen e2 check. And now king h4. We have bishop f2 check, king h3, and now bishop e1 was played in the game, and here Bruzon resigned the game. As there is nothing that can stop rook f3 check. For example, if you try rook e7, for example, a waiting move, and rook f3 check simply. And after king g4, then simply queen g2 check, king h5, rook h3 check, and after bishop h4, simply rook into h4 is a checkmate. So can't really defend against this threat. So after bishop e1, Bruzon resigned the game. So that was an incredible king hunt by Wei Yi. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.